Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. There is no need of introduction for these two best-in-class segment bike guys. Yes, one is the Yamaha's MT-15 version 2 and another one is the Bajaj Pulsar NS 200. So we are going to see the detailed comparison between these two bikes. What are all the points to note down before you purchase or choose these two bikes guys. So we let it get into this video. Give a like if this video is useful, and new viewers subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon for regular notifications. Guys, first of all, the motorcycle from Yamaha manufacturer, which is basically a segment best naked street fighter in 155 segment. Yes, it's Yamaha's MT-15, which is the basically performance oriented and even mileage focused bike with the even every youngsters in India can choose this bike. Even with the beginner rider can choose, because there are lot of features for the user convenience. Basically this MT-15 is priced around 2,35,000. We described in the description all the price details. So the base variant of this MT-15 has no connectivity features and no LED indicators in there guys. There are two color options for the base variant. The mid variant of this MT-15 has a Bluetooth connectivity features and even with the LED indicators, and the top variant of this bike has a Moto Gp edition. Basically this MT-15 comes under the 8 available color options in this current situation guys. So the next one is NS200 from the Bajaj manufacturer, which is also a segment best and budget friendly all-rounder 200cc bike in the Indian now guys. So this NS200 has a 3 variants basically, which is a single channel ABS, and the mid variant is consists of a dual channel ABS, and the top variant of this NS200 consists of Bluetooth and 10x10 navigations option in this guys. The price of this NS200 may be 2 lakh, around 2 lakh guys. We described all the price details in the description. For the user convenience, Bajaj has added all the extra features in this NS200, but the NS200 is basically around 20,000 difference with the MT-15. The first of all, MT-15's engine details we are going to look. The 155cc engine from the Yamaha MT-15 produces 18 brake horsepower and with the 14.2 Newton of torque guys. Basically it's a liquid cooled engine. On basis it's a 4-valve engine guys, which is a basically performance focused and even mileage focused engine, which has a single piece of silencer assembly. This engine is mounted with the delta box frame guys, and the mileage of every users have claimed around 45 to 50 kilometer, which is a good return for this 155cc. And this engine has a decent maintenance cost with the Yamaha manufacturers, and the radiator technology and the coolant is also okay. Even the heating issue is not there, and this has a 6-speed of manual gearbox. There are no quick shifter and all guys. And there are other things to note down is the engine smoothness from the Yamaha manufacturers, which is also a user friendly and it's reliable and trustable engine. The next one is engine is the NS200 engine, which is already a proven engine from the Bajaj, which is derived from the KTM. This engine has produces to 24 brake horsepower and even with the 18 Nm of torque guys, around 18.7 to 19 Nm of torque, which is also a good initial pickup in this segment. And even we may accept 35 km of mileage in this 4-valve engine guys, which is also has a triple spark plug and DTSI technology for this user convenience, which is basically from the Bajaj manufacturer. This also a liquid cooled engine with the 6-speed of manual gearbox. And we are advised to notice down is the Yamaha MT-15 has a assist slipper clutch options in the current scenario, but the NS200 I think doesn't miss out the slipper clutch and all that guys. But other than that, this NS200 engine is basically mounted with the perimeter frame, which is also proven from the manufacturer. The build quality of these two bikes is okay, but there are few minor impacts in the NS200, which is is not a major problem for this build quality. And also this NS200 has a decent maintenance cost in the engine area, guys. These two bikes doesn't has a kicker assembly, but this NS200 has a sensor stand for the user convenience, and the NS200 has a underbelly exhaust system for the user convenience, which is basically NS200, NS160, even NS125. All the siblings has a underbelly exhaust, which is also good, and there are not a problem for this ground clearance. Next one is the suspension setup. First of all, MT15 has a broader 39 mm of front USD forks with the golden color finishes and all that, guys. With the build qualities and the suspension quality is also okay. This MT has a good rigid and something trustable ride quality, guys, and your ride experience is very smooth in the road conditions. Even the naked street focused engine is okay. The rear suspension of this MT15 is still something stiffer in the segment, guys. Coming to the NS200 front USD forks with the somewhat comparing to MT15 thinner in the segment, guys, but the performance of this front USD is also okay in this NS200. But there are a few more negative in this NS200, which is the skinny tires comparing to MT15, because 100 section and 130 section of this MT15 has a some loss of confidence in the riding quality, and the rear suspension of the NS200 has a gas charged suspension. Even we can adjust after that. And coming to the seat assembly, MT15 has a good seat position for the rider focused, but for the pillion focus there are no room in the seat assembly. And the seat height of this MT15 has a 8 10 mm, guys, which is also a mid range height focused engine, seat assembly. The next one is the NS200 seat assembly has a split seat setup, which all the other NS200 sibling has, with the 805 mm. Even you can carry your pillion for a long ride, even with the 80 to 100 km in a single stretch. But the seat cushioning comparing to MT15, NS200 has a stiffer inside, guys. And the next one is the ride experience. Yamaha delivers a good riding experience and riding confident. The assist slipper clutch is okay in this MT15. Even with the 100 km of speed range, the build quality is very good in this MT15, guys. We doesn't lose any riding confidence, and there are no wobbling issues because of the good wheelbase of this MT15. The front and rear section is wider as compared to NS200. The handlebar is closely near to the rider, which is good for the city traffic maneuvering conditions. And they given a traction control system for the new or beginner riders. Even experienced rider can use this MT15, guys. And coming to the ride experience of NS200, we have some previous version clippings only, which is comparing to MT15. It's a performance focused engine, so the NS200 delivers a good engine performance with the 0 to 60 and 0 to 100 km of initial drag race. Clearly NS200 wins, guys. But with the even MT15 has a VVA technology. After crossing 70-80 kilometers, the VVA technology is activated, and these two bikes has a moreover similarly top speed of 135 to 140 kilometer top speed, guys. But the major issue is from NS200 is the skinny tires. We already told, after crossing 100 to 120 km we lose some riding confidence, and there are some minor wobbling in this NS200, guys, in the top speed section. Coming to the speedometer assembly, both bike has a digital meter console. With this NS200 has a meter console with the fully digital meter, but the readout of this NS200 is so small. Even you are noticing down the gear position indicator, which is so small to note down in the practical or to sunny conditions. But day to day life you may adapt to this meter assembly in the real time situation, guys. Other than that, they given a 10x10 navigations, Bluetooth connectivity options. Even they also given a USB port inbuilt, and even they given a dedicated on-off switch for the headlight assembly. With the headlight assembly, they given a fully headlight setup. By coming back to speedometer console of MT15, which is basically a good visible meter assembly with all other Bluetooth connectivity options. There are no 10 by 10 navigations in the MT15 meter assembly. The main thing to notice down is the gear position indicator is so visible for the rider, and you also tends to turn on or turn off or enable or disable your traction control system according to your user convenience, guys. Other all readout is similar to the NS200 even with the MT15. Coming back to the braking system, both in bikes has a dual channel ABS. The NS200 has a broader disc of 300 mm in the front, but MT15 has a 280 mm. But the braking system is okay. But coming back to the NS200, rear braking is somewhat gives low performance as compared to MT15 braking bike. Other than that, these two bikes has a dual channel ABS. Even the stoppage timing is also similar, guys. Coming back to the user convenience of MT15, first of all, they given all extra features which is whatever mandatory for the user convenience. They given first of all they given I think customization. You whatever you want to choose from the wheel color options or even with the other things, guys. The first main thing is to note down is the wider tires and good wheelbase. So it gives basically a good riding confidence in the top speed of 100 to 120 kilometer per hour, guys. So the also additionally they given an electric system called traction control system. But if you are a experienced rider or even with the beginner rider, you may turn on your traction control system for the good and rigid quality of riding. And also the VVA technology is also given for the better mileage handling in this MT15, guys. The next one is the design language. Yamaha has done a good job to inspire all youngsters with the LED and front LED designs, even with the rear taillight assembly. So the design language is basically good for the MT15. But there are few more negatives in the MT15 even with the R15. The main thing is to notice down is the rust formation. Even in the disc brakes there are some rust formation after a few months. The bike cost is also somewhat overpriced. I think you may give other extra features. The pillion seat is still laggier, guys. And the other thing is to note down is the NS200's user convenience. First of all, they given a clip-on handlebar setup for the user convenience, which is comparing to NS200 with the MT15. It's still better in the way of riding experience with the user, guys. And they given a USB charging port, dedicated headlight switch, and comfortable split seat setup for the rider and pillion. They done a good job as compared to MT15 pillion seat assembly, guys. And next coming with the next upgrade is the LED setup. The previous version of NS200 has a halogen setup. The power output of this current NS200 is better as compared to the previous version. The tail light is unchanged, but the coming back to the customization, there are no customization colors in the NS200. Basically there are four color options. The other users may tend to note down all the other color conveniency, guys. And the next negative is the steel box signum in the NS200. Comparing to MT15, they all given a aluminum signum. But the next thing to notice down in the NS200 is the plastic quality is not as only average conditions only. The next one is the maintenance cost and slim tires. The maintenance cost is comparing to MT15, NS200 has a more maintenance cost in the future, guys. But guys, now coming back to the conclusion, if you are a youngster and a solo rider which you want to a good quality of riding motorcycle with the performance and mileage focused, the primary choice is MT15, and the next choice is the R15 version 4 or version 3, guys. But if you are a youngster or even the family man, you want a good performance based bike with the good handling, upright handling position, with the seat assembly for your pillion also. But there are no need of mileage segment, go to the NS200, guys. And comparing with the price range, the NS200 and MT15 has a 20 to 25,000 in the price difference. As comparing to maintenance cost, the MT15 has a better way as compared to NS200, guys. So look after all the points if you before purchasing these two bikes, and have a test drive with these two bikes in a same day, guys, for better understanding of these two bikes. And thanks for watching.